Welcome back to Sussex Squadron, the channel where we dive deep into the moments that spark conversation, ignite reflection, and sometimes just make us laugh at the absurdity of it all. Today, we're unpacking a wild, chaotic, and frankly iconic incident that's been buzzing across the internet, a live stream meltdown that's equal parts cringe, comedy, and cautionary tale. Picture this: a man, streaming live to the world, spirals into a full-blown, frantic meltdown while reacting to two poised, confident women, Megan Sussex and Jamie Lima, who are calmly holding court on TV. His behavior, erratic, twitchy, and downright unhinged. Their demeanor, cool, collected, and commanding. The contrast is so stark it's almost poetic, and it's a masterclass in what happens when insecurity collides with strength. So grab your tea, settle in, and let's dissect this moment that's got everyone talking, because it's not just about one man's meltdown. It's about misogyny, double standards, and the power of staying composed under pressure. This is Sussex Squadron, and we're about to break it all down. The incident: a Manchild's meltdown versus composed queens. Let's set the scene. On one side, we have Megan Sussex and Jamie Lima, two women who embody what it means to communicate with clarity, confidence, and grace. They're on TV, discussing topics with the kind of calm authority that comes from experience, success, and knowing exactly who you are. Their voices are steady, their points are sharp, and their presence is magnetic. They're not just holding their own, they're owning the moment. Now, enter stage left, a man streaming live, reacting to their conversation in real time. And when I say reacting, I mean spiraling into what can only be described as a full-body panic attack. His voice is shaky, high-pitched, and weak, betraying a level of insecurity that's almost palpable. He's loud, frantic, and overly animated, flailing in a way that feels like a toddler throwing a tantrum in the middle of a quiet room. It's not just that he's emotional, it's that his emotions are chaotic, unfiltered, and completely unprofessional. While Megan Sussex and Jamie deliver their points with precision, this man's performance is a masterclass in what not to do if you want to be taken seriously. His twitchy reactions, dry delivery, and inability to string together a coherent message make it clear. This is a meltdown for the ages. The poetry of contrast, composure as a superpower. The contrast between these two scenes is nothing short of cinematic. Megan Sussex and Jamie Lima are the embodiment of composure as a superpower. Their calm, poised communication isn't just a style, it's a statement. It's the kind of strength that comes from years of navigating high-pressure situations, building empires, and refusing to let the noise of the world shake their foundation. Their voices don't waver, their thoughts don't scatter, and their presence doesn't falter. It's the kind of energy that unsettles people who aren't used to seeing women own their power so unapologetically. And boy, does it unsettle our live streaming friend. His reaction is the polar opposite. A frantic, squeaky, loud mess that screams insecurity rather than authority. It's like watching a toddler try to argue with a philosopher. There's no contest. His meltdown, described by some as toddler logic in adult discourse, is a stark reminder that tantrums don't equal honesty, and volume doesn't equal credibility. In fact, his chaotic display only amplifies the women's strength, making their composure look even more regal by comparison. It's poetic, it's comedic, and it's a lesson in how to lose an argument without even realizing you're in one. Hypocrisy and double standards, the gendered lens. But let's zoom out and talk about the bigger picture, because this incident isn't just about one man's bad day. It's a glaring example of the double standards that women face in communication every single day. When a man is calm and composed, he's praised as authoritative, presidential, a leader. When a woman does the same, she's often labeled cold, robotic, or suspicious. Too emotional, she's hysterical. Too detached, she's unfeeling. Too passionate, she's aggressive. Too measured, she's fake. It's a rigged game with no winning move, and Megan Sussex and Jamie's calm demeanor exposes this hypocrisy in real time. The man's attack on their composure isn't just a personal jab. It's a textbook attempt to undermine their authority through a gendered lens. His meltdown is rooted in misogyny, plain and simple. He's not just reacting to their words, he's reacting to their existence as confident, powerful women who dare to take up space without apology. His shaky, high-pitched complaints about their tone and presence reveal more about his insecurities than about them. It's everyday sexism laid bare, and it's a reminder that women are judged by a rulebook that men are rarely held to. This incident is a case study in how misogyny operates, not always with overt malice, but often with subtle, performative attacks that try to chip away at a woman's credibility. Enter JTB, the unsung hero of this saga. If Megan Sussex and Jamie are the queens of composure, JTB is the court jester with a PhD in media literacy. Their commentary on this meltdown is nothing short of brilliant, sharp, witty, and dripping with the kind of humor that makes you laugh while nodding in agreement. JTB doesn't just call out the man's unhinged behavior, they dissect it with surgical precision, exposing the absurdity of his complaints. One of the best moments, JTB pointing out the irony of this man criticizing the women's vocal fry, while his own voice sounds like a squeaky toy in a windstorm. It's the kind of hypocrisy that deserves a mic drop, and JTB delivers it with style. Their commentary isn't just funny, it's a masterclass in how to call out nonsense without losing your cool. JTB celebrates Megan Sussex and Jamie's strength, while highlighting the man's failure to self-reflect, showing us all why introspection is a prerequisite for public criticism. In a world where toxic takes often dominate the conversation, JTB's voice is a breath of fresh air, reminding us that humor and intelligence can cut through the noise like nothing else. At its core, this incident is a neon sign flashing misogyny ahead. The man's meltdown isn't just a personal failure, it's a public display of deep-seated sexism. His frantic, performative attack on two women for the crime of being calm and confident is a textbook example of how misogyny operates in plain sight. It's not about what Megan Sussex and Jamie said, it's about what they represent. Women who refuse to shrink, who speak with authority, and who don't need to raise their voices to be heard. His reaction is a reminder that confidence in women is still, in 2025, seen as a threat by some. But it's also a reminder that these double standards need to be called out, loudly, consistently, and unapologetically. The man's meltdown is what happens when you skip the step of self-awareness and project your insecurities onto others, especially powerful women. It's a cautionary tale for anyone tempted to criticize without checking their own credibility first. As Sussex Squadron fans, we know that real strength doesn't come from shouting the loudest. It comes from standing firm in your truth, no matter who tries to tear you down. Let's talk about why this matters for all of us, not just the players in this viral drama. Composure, as Megan Sussex and Jamie Kern-Lima demonstrate, is more than just staying calm. It's a form of resilience. It's the ability to stay grounded when the world is screaming at you to react. It's the confidence to let your words and actions speak for themselves without needing to match someone else's chaos. For women especially, this is a radical act. In a society that polices every aspect of how women communicate, choosing composure is choosing power. It's a refusal to play by the unfair rules that demand women perform their emotions in a way that's palatable to others. This incident shows us that when you stay composed, you don't just win the moment, you expose the fragility of those who try to bring you down. The man's meltdown is a mirror, reflecting his own insecurities back at him, while Megan Sussex and Jamie's calm strength reflects a universal truth. Real power doesn't need to shout. As we wrap up this deep dive, let's take a moment to celebrate the queens who inspired this episode, Megan Sussex and Jamie Kern-Lima. Their composure in the face of chaos isn't just a personal victory. It's a beacon for all of us striving to navigate a world that's quick to judge and slow to listen. This incident, with its viral meltdown and razor-sharp commentary from JTB, is more than just internet drama. It's a snapshot of the challenges women face and the strength it takes to rise above them. The man's unhinged performance is a reminder that misogyny, whether blatant or subtle, is still a force we must confront. But it's also a reminder that we have the power to rewrite the narrative. Here at Sussex Squadron, we're not just here to react to the noise, we're here to amplify the voices of strength, resilience, and truth. So, let's take a page from Megan and Jamie's book. Stay composed, stay confident, and never let the tantrums of others dim your light. Thank you for joining me on this wild ride. If you loved this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe to Sussex Squadron, and share your thoughts in the comments. What's your take on this meltdown? Let's keep the conversation going because together, we're unstoppable. Until next time, stay fierce, stay fabulous, and keep soaring with the Sussex Squadron.